Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. So, as I told you in the last class, today I am giving you very important and interesting concept, that is Venn diagram. So, if you are thorough in the Venn diagram, easily you can solve the CET questions within a fraction of second. By using Venn diagram, easily you can solve. So, before going to Venn diagram, see what is a Venn diagram. Here, most of the relationships between sets, that means in between two sets or three, whatever it is, or in between universal set and its subsets, in between sets can be represented by means of diagrams, which are known as Venn diagram. Venn diagrams are named after the English logician John Venn. And see, these diagrams, usually in Venn diagrams we are using rectangles and circles. And rectangles always represents the universal sets and circles represents the subsets. Here, that these diagrams consist of rectangles and closed curves. The closed curves are nothing but circles, usually circles. The universal set is represented usually by a rectangle and its subsets are represented by the circles. So now we are moving to the concept. Here, universal set. First I will explain you how to represent the Venn diagram. Universal set is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dash dash. That means middle numbers are also there. It ends with 10. Is the universal set. Universal set of which A is its subset. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is a subset. Yes. So as I told you, the universal set is represented by a rectangle. And its subset is represented by the circle or any oval shape also. So A, these numbers are present in both U and A, means A is a subset. So these numbers I am writing here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is a universal set and this is a set A. This is set A. Remember, this is set A. And universal set is 1 is not there. 2 already we wrote, don't write. 3, 5, 7, 9. Wherever you want you can write. So the rectangle is a universal set and this is a subset. So like this we are representing the Venn diagram. I am giving you one more example. I will make perfect in this, you don't worry about that. And I will make you to perfect to solve the CET questions. See the universal set again 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, middle number I am writing, that means it is 1 to 10. Is the universal set of which A is same 2, 4, 6, 8 and B. Students may have the confusion, I am writing the same question. No, I am writing different because one more set we have B. B is 4 and 6. And what is the relation between A and B you are observing? You know that B is a subset of A. Here by seeing only you can say that B is a subset of A. Both A and B are a subset of universal set. Then how to represent this in the Venn diagram. First universal set we have to draw. Yes, After that universal set, I'm drawing a set A. And after that I'm drawing a set B. Set B is a subset of A. That's why B comes here. In the set B we have 4 and 6. That means it is present both in B as well as A. Then 4 and 6 already we wrote, means only we have to write it 2, 8, 10. And outside in the universal set what we have to write? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Understood? Like this we have to represent the sets in the Venn diagram. Moving to the next, in that Venn diagram I am explaining you the union and intersection. They are very important. How to represent union of the sets, intersection of the sets, and properties I am explaining now. Various operations. Various operations on sets. Various operations on sets. See student, now whatever I am explaining, listen it carefully and try to understand correctly. First I am explaining you union of sets. And whenever you are solving a CET questions, instead of union, they can use the word or. Remember, if the word comes or, means it is related with what? It is related with union. It is related with union. See, if you write like this, it is a universal set. This is a symbol for union. See the difference. It's a capital U. Universal set. This is the symbol for union. See here, A union B. I will explain each and every concept. Just listen it. Read as A union B, or A cup B, or A join B. A join B. And I will tell you what is the meaning, how they are related, the word or and union. Now I am seeing you the definition of union. See, union means what? Suppose two sets are given, you have to combine the two sets. If the element is repeated, write it twice. That means you have to write all the elements of set A and set B. For example, before definition, see, it is 1, 2, 3, 5 set A. Set B is 2, 4, 5, 6. If you want to join A union B, see here 1. I am writing all the elements. If the elements are repeated, don't write it twice. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1 it is not there. Then also we are writing. 2 is common. I am writing once. 3. And here 4. 5 is a repeated. Don't write it twice. Once. And 6. That means the elements which are belongs to set A or set B or both A and B. Listen it carefully. I am explaining you slowly. The elements, if you are taking two sets, I am explaining with the basics, two sets. The element which belongs to set A or set B or both. Now you understood why we are using the word or. The elements which belongs to set A or set B or both. That is a union of, and it is denoted like this, A union B. Understood or what? Now I am writing the definition. See, A union B is a set consisting of all the elements which are either in A, that is in set A, or in B, or in both. Understood? Now what is, how they are connected with the word or? If they belongs to either in set A or in set B or both A and B. And now I am explaining how to write A union B in the Venn diagram and how to write it in the set builder form. Now is it easy or what? Yes. Union is nothing but the element which belongs to either set A or set B or both. That is, A union B will be written as X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Now figure. Suppose in two sets some common elements are there. At that time the sets are represented like this. Common elements. This part represents the common elements. This is set A, this is set B, this is universal set. It is A union B. Now where you are marking A union, if some elements are common. In two sets, in both the sets, if some elements are common, the figure is like this, and it is all this, whatever I am marking, it is represents a union B. The common elements, the sets belongs to, the elements belongs to A, the elements belongs to B, and common elements also. Suppose the common elements are not there. This is a universal set in set A and set B. There are no common elements. There are no common elements. See, whatever I am marking, that is a union of A and B. Union of A and B. This is A union B. And in some example, the set A or B, whatever, one set is a subset of another. The outside set is A and the inside set is B. One set is a subset of another set. At that time the union is represented like this. This complete part is A union B. So this is a method of representing A union B in the Venn diagram. And we have some important properties of union of the sets. Some properties of the operation of union. So you have to remember these properties. First one, A union B and B union A both are equal. Which property it is? It is commutative law. Commutative law. Second one, A union B union C is equal to. So can you remember the name, student? B union C, that is associative law. Associative law. And next, if you combined any set with the null set, you will get the same answer. If you combine any set with the null set, for example, A is 1, 2 and it is a null set. Null set means empty. What is A union null set? A union null set is nothing but same 1, 2, that is nothing but A itself, and it is called law of identity. element and null set is the identity of union. Identity of union. This is the example. Then if you combine any set with the same set, you will get the same set. Idempotent law. Then if you combine universal set with any set, then you will get the universal set. It is the law of universal. And the most important is union of finite number of finite sets is finite. If the two sets contain a finite element, means its union also contains a finite element. If two sets containing infinite number of elements, then their union also contains infinite number of elements. And students, if possible, make the notes of this. Take a paper and pen whenever I am giving you the notes. So please write down that as the notes, because mathematics is not the subject to buy it. It is the subject to understand. You have to make the notes and read it twice, thrice. So you will be thorough in that. That's why I am telling, make the notes of this and write down. Now two important point. The next two important points are union of finite number of finite sets is a finite set. Then union of finite number of finite sets with union of finite sets with an infinite set. Finite set with an infinite set is an infinite set. Clear? That means one set is finite and another set is infinite. Their union is infinite. Now example here. See, let A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and B is equal to 6, 8, 10, 12. Find A union B question. So as I told you, we have to check. If any element is repeated, don't write it twice, write it once and write down all the elements of set A and set B. Here 2, 4, 6 is repeated, write it once, 8 is also repeated, 10, 12. That means we are writing all the elements of set A and set B. One more example. Let A is equal to A, E, I, O, U, ovens. B is equal to A, I, U. Show that, see, of course, which one is a bigger set here? A is a bigger set. Show that A union B is equal to A. Which one is a bigger set? Automatically that set only comes. And this also gives you one important property. Remember, this example, with the help of example, we can write one important property. When you compare set A and set B, obviously you are familiar. Set A is bigger than set B. See, what is A union B? A, E, I, O, U. The same set of A or what? Here A is there, repeated. Don't write twice. Then E. I is repeated, write once. O. Then U. So that is nothing but set A. Then what you are observing? See, with the help of this example, I am giving you one important note. Sets A and B. In sets A and B, if B is a subset of A. What is the meaning of that? B is a subset of A means here B is a subset of A. Obviously A is the biggest set. Then A union B is equal to A. Mark this. When it is, if B is a subset of A, that is A is the biggest set and B is a subset of A. So that is the important point. Whenever I am telling important point, so mark it. That means it can help in your competitive exams. So in the next class, I am giving you the intersection of sets with the help of Venn diagram also and general concept also.